What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. So today we are watching the NAIC Championship, I guess the finals of NAIC 2023, and we have a very interesting matchup for those who don't know. It is Arceus Duraludon versus Inteleon VMAX Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Two decks. If you were to take a bet and be like, hey, do you think these two decks are going to be the finals? People are going to say, no way, no shot, these two decks would be in the finals. But how did we get here? First off, with Ian Rob's Arceus Duraludon Umbreon deck, you know, you have Special Energy Blocker with Duraludon. Duraludon's a big tank. It has a lot of HP. Umbreon can bring up any kind of Pokemon. Ian Rob's also playing 3 boss orders. And Umbreon is Dark. Dark is great in this format. It's good against, you know, Guardy, it's going to get some Mew, and then with the Duraludon, you cover the Lugia matchup. A lot of Lugias going to this weekend. We're not playing good old Urshifu VMAX for some reason. So with those two combined, we can see why Ian Rob did make it to the finals. We look at Ian Rob's run. We see that they beat a question mark, tied Guardy, beat Lost Box, beat Mew, beat the Mirror, beat Guardy, beat Mew, lost to Arceus, beat Lugia, beat Lost Box, tied Lost Box, beat Lugia, beat Arceus Giratina, beat Arceus Giratina. Once again, those really can't do that much against Duraludon. It has so much HP, right? So it has a good match because Arceus Giratina. It beat ADP, it beat Lost Box, beat Lugia again, beat Guardy, and then it made it to the final. So how do we look at matchups? Arceus Giratina is a good matchup. Lost Box is a good matchup. All the Mews are good matchups. And then we have Sires playing their Inteleon Urshifu deck. And Inteleon Urshifu is good. Urshifu can hit for weakness against Arceus, which Arceus was a lot in this meta. Inteleon can snipe Pokemon. And also Sires is playing Yoga Loop. And Yoga Loop can take an additional prize card and be able to go again. So that's a big deal here. We do see a coin flip flipped. And we see that Ian Rob did win the coin flip, which is great in this matchup. That's it. Going to this, Ian Rob said, as long as I win the coin flip, I'm feeling very confident, because Ian Rob wants to get that turn 2, Duraludon VMAX, get set up, and make it where, you know, you have a good matchup against Cyrus. Now, looking at the Cyrus matchup, we see beat Guardy, beat Lost Box, beat Arceus, beat United Wings, beat Arceus, beat Miraidon, which get Urshifu, hits for weakness. Would lose to Arceus Regidrago, beat Arceus, would lose to Arceus Duraludon, so that could be a big thing there. Did lose to Lost Box, but then beat Arceus Giratina, beat Miraidon, beat Lost Box, actually beat 2 other Arceus Duraludon, so 2-1 against Duraludon before the finals, and then beat another Arceus Giratina. So Cyrus, you know, they can beat it, we have seen it, but this match is very interesting because Duraludon says, hey, Pokemon with special abilities can't hurt me. They can't do any kind of damage. And this is a big deal because a lot of Cyrus's Pokemon uses that Rapid Strike energy. That is the bread and butter of their deck. They want to use Rapid Strike energies. They want to power up the Pokemon with the Urshifus and the Inteleon. So they really want to, like, you know, take knockouts that way. But Duraludon says, hey, you can't hurt me if you have special energies attached. That's actually a big deal here. Now, Cyrus does play 6 water energies, so that is one way they could power up their Inteleon VMAX. Now, Inteleon VMAX is a pretty good attacker. It does 70, and you put 1 energy card into your hand, you do 7 more damage. You can do 140, but that's a 3-shot on Duraludon. That is a 3-shot. Now, you could double Gunner. Double Gunner says discard a water energy, choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, and do 2 damage counters from each of them. So that could spread some damage out. And we look at Cyrus's price cards. There's a Lumineon in there. They only play the one of those. And Ian Rob really doesn't have anything priced too much. The Iona, they play 4. The Boss, they play 3 of. Arceus, they play 4 of. Double Turbo, they play 4. The Metal Energies could be somewhat bad because they only play 4 of those. That's really good in this match. They really want to get those Metal Energies attached to the Duraludon so they actually can attack. But yeah, we're going to start this game here in a second to see who wins. Like I said, big deal here is if Ian can get down the Duraludon V Max, what can Cyrus do? Now, Cyrus does play an Echoing Horn, so if Ian Rob ever benches 2 more Pokemon that are not Duraludon, Cyrus can take a knockout on those, and then Echoing Horn out the other Pokemon, take a knockout that way. But here we go, guys. into the finals we go. We'll talk about the matchup, talk about everything that happened. We see Metal Energy, and just a pass on Cyrus' turn. No, not like this in the finals. So Metal Energy did just hatch and pass. Yo! So this is great for Cyrus. Ian really wants to get the energy, own to Arceus, and get that turn 2 attack off, and go. Now Cyrus does start with that VIP pass, plays 3 of those, and has 1 in the opening hand. So going to be able to find any 2 Pokemon, put that on their bench. I imagine they want Rimrain, maybe, go for the Inteleon. They already have the Urshifu. They're there, she's already prized. They have Octillery in hand, which can search for any Rapid Strike cards. And I imagine we'll see a Rimrain and a Inteleon. Start sending that Inteleon up, begin to go that way. Start, really threatening that turn 2. But I mean, if Ian just evolves to the VMAX, what can Cyrus really do here? That's the big question. So we do see the Rimraid. And go for double Rimraid here, actually. Okay, double Rimraid. Very, very cool to see. We do have the 4 Seal Stone. Wow, we do play 3 of those, though. Cyrus does play 3 of those. And we could see a 4 Seal Stone. Oh, Rapid Strike Energy going to the active. Okay. Going to start threatening a turn 2 attack. And let's see, what does Cyrus wants to do? Going to use that VSTAR. Now, we could see this VSTAR find another VIP pass. Oh, get out of here, iTunes. Nah, we're not updating right now. Watch the finals. Wow. How unprofessional of Team Fish Knuckles. Wow. Go ahead and, get me out of here. But we see the 4 Seal Stone. Going to find any card in their deck. Looks like they iron up another VIP pass. So 2 VIP pass, turn 1. You love to see it. So we'll see a VIP pass here. Find maybe 2 more Inteleons. Looks like we're going to grab an Irida. Now, Irida's pretty cool here because you can find a Water Pokemon and a VIP pass. And with that VIP pass, we could find 2 more Inteleons if we want to. Or maybe threaten... With the Medicham, we see Alakazam. Okay. Could go Alakazam and a Inteleon. Okay, here we go. So we got the 2 Inteleons, 2 Rimrays, got the 2 Octos set up. Okay, there we go. And let's see what's going to happen now with Cyrus. We'll most likely to see, we can see Rapstrike Urshifu strafe for 30 and just do some chip damage that way. That's not a bad thing to do. Like, just soften the Duraludon V. And we'll see if Cyrus decides to do that. I imagine we'll see the strafe for sure. And do they switch is the big question. Yeah, so we see the strafe doing 30, switch to a Inteleon V, and on to Ian's turn. Let's see what Ian finds here. Does have the Duraludon VMAX. Let's go. It's just a pass. Oh, my goodness. What can Cyrus do now? Cyrus can go for the Octillery. Can use that rapid... what's the exact name of it? The Rapid Strike Search to find the Inteleon VMAX and start chipping away. And if they find a Melanie somehow, they'll be really cooking. But I don't think they have one in their hand right now. So we could go for either the Rapid Strike Urshifu V Max, or we could go for Carina's Focus because Rapid Strike Search is searching for any Rapid Strike card, and that could get the Carina Focus. And we do see the Carina Focus being eyeballed right now to the top, saying, do we get this Carina's Focus? Now, remember, with this Duraludon VMAX, that has the ability of Skyscraper. No special energies can hurt. No, Peanut Pokemon special energies cannot hurt this Duraludon, and that is a big deal here. Because if that wasn't a thing, Cyrus can easily just tap the Rapid Strike Energy and start punching away, doing 140 every single turn. We do see the Water Energy attachment, and we do see it drawing 3 cards, because Rapid Strike, Carina's Focus lets you draw 6 cards in your hand. And just a pass. Inteleon V needs 2 energies to attack with that serve. And just a pass onto Cyrus' turn. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Inteleon V comes up, gets an energy. We can see the Octo finding the Inteleon VMAX. Oh my goodness, Ian Rob just has nothing. And this is one of the downsides of this Arceus Duraludon Umbreon deck. It is very clunky. If you don't get that turn 1, really explosive start, your deck is really clunky. You need to use that Arceus. You need to use, its attack, Trinity Nova, trying to get energies out of your deck, try to thin your deck out, power Pokemon that way, and we'll see 140 going into that Duraludon. Woo! Unless he does, Ian Rob finds him, and he does find an Ultra Ball. So Ian Rob can technically get out of this just a little bit and find an Arceus, but you can see Ian's thinking right now, what do I do here? Yeah, I can find I can find an Arceus, but what do I do after this? My Duraludon is in trouble. Now, the thing about Cyrus's list that we haven't talked about is Cyrus, they actually don't play Boss's Order, so they can't really bring up a Duraludon V on the bench. So, like, if Ian ever drops a Duraludon V, Cyrus really can't do too much about it. They're just kind of stuck in the active spot. Like, you know, on the bench, you really can't bring it up to the active spot. You gotta take a knock on it. And even that, even if he could swing into it, Cyrus's deck, it doesn't really do, like, a lot of damage at one point. Like, Rapture Extra V does 150. The VMAX does 150. You know, these are chip damage stuff. They're never taking a one-shot on this Duraludon. So, we see Ultra Ball. Looks like Ian's eyeing up the Lumineon. And what can they find here with this Lumineon to help him get out of this game? This is, I mean, it looks bad. Cyrus manly powered up this Inteleon VMAX. That's insane. That is crazy. So we do see a Lumineon to find maybe the Adventurer's Discovery V. And this is what I was talking about. You know, you want to start the ball moving. We'll see Arceus, Umbreon, and Arceus VSTAR. Once again, Ian probably knows now that Cyrus does not play Boss Order. I think Cyrus has been on stream at this point, so Ian probably watched their list or watched their deck to see what's going on. So we see Umbreon, we see Arceus, and we just see a pass onto Cyrus's turn. So like I said, Cyrus can take a knockout this turn and start getting the ball moving, but does Cyrus have another Water Genie? We see one Water Genie in the hand. We do have the Radiant Alakazam. So we'll see what Cyrus does here. So Water Genie to the bench, Urshifu, okay. And we're going to see the Rapid Strike start shift the deck for any card. Now what can, okay, we do see the second Inteleon VMAX, so we can start seeing some Double Gunner coming out. And what Cyrus could do this turn is maybe snipe that Lumineon and the Arceus. And I think that might be what we see. So Tire Waters, 2 less retreat costs, which means that Inteleon VMAX now has free retreat. We do have the Iona in the hand, so Iona is going to shuffle up, put the cards on the bottom of the deck. Each player is going to draw 6 because it draws 70 prize cards are remaining. Both players are at 6. Yeah, and if Cyrus, if they get this double gunner playoff on this Lumineon, they could snipe it and start throwing a knockout on that Lumineon. They do have that Alakazam as well too. So this is the opening that Cyrus really need Ian to have this really, really slow start. And I imagine, like I said, this is going to go into the Arceus V and go into the Lumineon V. So we see the discarding of the energy. He's doing 120 to 2 Pokemon. Most likely to the... We're going to go to Duraludon and the Umbreon, actually. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit different than I would have played. But yeah, I mean, Cyrus, they're in the finals. They know what they're doing. They are cooking here for sure. So let's see. On to Ian's turn. I mean, does Ian play, any way to get rid of damage when you look at their list? No, they do not. So, interesting choice for sure. Maybe they're trying to go for the 3 VMAX kind of knockout play here, right? Trying to knock out the Duraludon VMAX and knock out the other Duraludon VMAX. And maybe that's what we're trying to do here. And next turn, you start double gunnering both the Duraludon V and the Umbreon. And just set up hey, I want to take some knockouts this way. And just like with Cyrus, Ian really can't one-shot this Inteleon VMAX either. So that might be what we see. That's why we might see what we're seeing right now. We do see an Ultra Ball. Looks like we're going to get the Arceus VSTAR. Definitely want to grab a switch to get this Duraludon VMAX out of the active, for sure. Yep, there's the Arceus VSTAR. Okay. And let's see what else does Ian decide. Dude does have the double turbo already in hand, so I can put that, attach that this turn. And I wonder what the other V-Star is going to be. We know for sure it's going to be a switch. We need to get this Duraludon out of the active. Could go for a supporter card, maybe. Okay. So see Ultra Ball. Gonna find the VMAX here. Gonna throw it up 2 Duraludons. So now Cyrus has to deal with both of these Duraludons. What do you do now? That is the big question. Now, I mean, Cyrus just goes after both his Duraludons. I mean, that is something we could see switch into the Arceus V, Double Turbo, and a Research. Okay, discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. And what else does Ian find? Now, Ian would really need to find a Stadium card here. That is something really nice for Ian. Can bump the Tower of Wonders, making where Cyrus has to retreat, because that is a scary card. That is something Ian really wants to bump. It doesn't look like they found a Stadium card either. And we found the Urshifu VMAX and Umbreon VMAX. And so we're actually not going to do anything. We're going to keep in the active spot, and we're just going to swing it to the Urshifu. You know, we could have maybe seen the Umbreon bring up the Inteleon, maybe? I'm not sure. But we see 2 Dark Energies go to the bench, Umbreon. And you might think, okay, why is this happening? Why are 2 Dark Energies going to Umbreon? Well, I'll tell you this. It's because Ian priced 2 Metal Energies. So Ian not only had this slow start, but priced 2 Metal Energies, and Duraludon VMAX needs 2 metals and a fighting to swing. They cannot physically attack with this Duraludon VMAX, right? So that is very unfortunate. So yeah, we see the 2 Dark, we see fighting on there. For some reason they're putting out the Dark Energy, I don't know why. But on to Cyrus' turn, let's see what happens here. Putting it through the Alakazam. I mean, the Rapture Urshifu VMAX. So we see Escape Rope. Oh, buddy. So let's see what Ian decides to do here. This is actually really interesting because it forces Ian to either A, send up the Luminion to attach an energy to a tree, or B, send up one of the Duraludons to take a hit with this Inteleon. There's no way you send up the Umbreon. Umbreon is your main attacker. I think I'm fine with sending up the Luminion. Luminion's a 2-pricer that you really don't care too much about, right? We do have the Cheryl. Going to heal all the damage off the... Oh, man. Heal all the damage off that Inteleon. There should be VMAX pretty much saying, hey, you know what? That turn was pretty much useless for you. Now, Cyrus can take a knockout this turn. They can move the damage from Alakazam to one of the Pokemon to the Luminion, and then Alakazam. But I really don't think you want to do this. I think you want to just hold off, force Ian to find an energy card, or find a like an escape rope, because they've already used Switch. They played 1 escape rope, so attack. That's probably the best way to do it. We see Cyrus eyeballing up the Yoga Loop this turn. Now, the Yoga Loop really can't be used here, so we see Ultra Ball for the Yoga Looper, Medicham V itself, and the Rapture Energy for an attack, right? And we could see this Luminion, be swung into once again. I don't think we'll see a knockout here. I imagine we'll just punch it in the face. You really want to force Ian to retreat this thing. So we do have the energy in Ian's hand, so we can't attack retreat. But if we do that, then all Ian can do is actually attack the Arceus V. So that's really bad. We do see the Lost City come down. I'm going to bump that. We see Nest Ball. The circles being drawn everywhere. I'm not exactly sure what they're pointing out. Not listening to the casters, obviously. Maybe they're talking about the Alakazam play or something. I'm not really sure, like I said. But anyways, yeah, really want that escape rope. That's really what we want to see here, is the escape rope. Yeah, I can't believe, having the share on hand, just taking all the damage off. That's insane. And yeah, Ian, what do you do here? You attach, retreat to Arceus, and just swing. And I think that's what we're going to see here. And can Cyrus take a double price card next turn? And I think the answer is not right now. Not right now. They can get really close. They can move the damage from like the Inteleon up to the Arceus VSTAR. They go for the double to do 240. Plus it's 20 is 260. And they get Yoga Loop next turn while taking out the Inteleon this turn. That could be something really cool here. We could see like a knockout on the Inteleon plus do 240 to the active. And then we could see a Yoga Loop. We are seeing the Medicham or the Alakazam put into... Oh, so we're going to take a knock on the Luminion already. Going to the Lost City because of Lost City. Okay. So we're already doing that. And we could see the Yogaloo plus Alakazam next turn, okay? Like I said, Cyrus's deck, it really revolves around, hey, we're going to take this chip damage, we're going to be slow, we're going to do this on purpose, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Whew, I know, I see the Arceus V there, that's cooking. We could go after the Arceus V too. So we shall see. What is Cyrus going to do here? Okay. Got the Yoga Loop in hand. Going to use Rapid Strike Search. Search deck for a Rapid Strike card. Looks like we might see a Rapid Strike Energy, actually. It's not too bad of a play. You have more in the deck that you could just use next time with Yoga Loop when this thing gets knocked out. Does have Echoing Horn as well. That could be a way to do some damage to another Luminion. And yeah, go to Echoing Horn Alpha Luminion. Nelly. Let's go, Luminion making the appearance. Yeah, like at this point, like this game is slowly but surely coming to an end here, I feel like. Because now Cyrus, all they have to do now, and got the retrieval. Whew, cooking. So going to use, okay, going to attach turn there. Okay, I thought they were going to use, I thought for sure they might go for some crazy, like, Inteleon VMAX play, but no. Going to do that. Smack the active for 240. Has to do the active for 240. And then smack the Luminion for 120. Oh, going to put it on the other Umbreon. Okay, I like this. I don't know what they're talking about, but sure. And Ian Rob hasn't taken a single prize card. So, like, you know, the 2 metal. Okay, it does have a metal in hand. So can power up that Duraludon VMAX. There's a lot of math going on here. Uh-oh, something happened. Okay, find the card. So Arceus VSTAR evolves, okay. Metal due to Duraludon. And we see a knockout here, going down to 3. Okay. So Cyrus can take a knockout easily. You know, with Yoga Loop if they want to. They get an Alakazam plus Yoga Loop for a knockout this turn, which I think is probably their best play here. KO! Yeah. So we get Rapid Strike Search, find the Rapid Strike Energy. We got the Energy Retrieval as well. They can move the damage up from anybody up to that thing. Yeah, we are cooking. We are cooking right now. I don't know all these circles mean. There's a lot of circles going on here. Like we're playing like NFL football or something. Anyways, it's got the Rapid Strike Energy. Did they move the damage? They must have. They must move the damage from somebody to somebody. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yep, the Lost Zone. Yep. Okay, fine. So there's Metacham. Got the Rapid Strike Energy. Got the Tower of Waters for the free retreat. Whew, yeah, we need that too. Ferocious Stone doesn't matter. We're just playing it in the hand now, just in case we're Iona or something. And we're going to see the good old Yoga Loop, who 2 damage counters on the active, taking a knockout, going down to 2 prize cards, and it is Cyrus's turn again. Now, what does Ian promote here? That is a big question. You can't promote that thing because that gets knocked out. Okay, so on to Cyrus' turn. Yeah, what is happening? There's a lot of arrows pointing in. I don't know what's going on right now. We see the Water Gene. Okay. Got the Melanie. I don't think Melanie's going to be... Okay, we get Melanie to the Inteleon V on the bench. Ooh, to the active. Still draw 3. Okay. Whew, hit double Water Energy. Oh, my gosh. Okay. We can start double gunning like crazy here. There's going to be so much damage on this field right now. Double gunner. 40 damage coming down. Oh, my Lanta. That's so... 6, 12, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That gets knocked out next turn with a double gunner. 6, 12. And we're going to move some damage over. I mean, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. I mean, I'm pretty sure that just gets knocked out next turn. Whew, look at all that damage on that thing. Oh, my Lanta. Yeah. We're for sure taking a knockout next turn on that thing. Oh, yeah. It's... I don't know what Ian could do here. Ian needs to find... I don't even know. I don't even know what Ian can find here. I think at this point Ian's just playing for just to showcase Cyrus's deck off. Unless they're trying to find like an Iona plus Path to the Peak. But even then, like, what do? You just got Smash Uppercut for 100. For 200, sorry. Look at all those damage. We gotta use that green dice because there's so much damage on the field. What can Ian do here? I literally don't know what Ian can do this turn. Unless they can pull some kind of Umbreon playoff and, like, bring up the Radiant Alakazam. But even then, like, I don't know if that would even buy you. Like, if you could boss up the Radiant Alakazam, Umbreon, and attack, whew, that might be a way. But, man, Cyrus has this locked up. I'm, like, 90% sure. And, yep, we see Ian just concede there. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that thing just gets knocked out next turn. It has 300 damage on it, and Umbreon VMAX has 310. So it was getting knocked out next turn. Whew, all right, let's fast forward some while they shuffle. Yo, that was insane. It all started off with Ian just dead drawing. Ian dead drawing those first couple turns. That was it. Like, that pretty much sealed their fate. And they were like, okay, Cyrus, they got it. They got it. Wow, yeah. That was crazy. Double dead draw with Ian, like, just not hitting anything the first two turns. You're like, okay, we're cooking. And let's see what happens in game number 2. Hopefully it's a better game here for sure. More interactive. It looks like both players do have Pokemon. Okay. Price cards are coming down. Wow, oh my goodness. Ian Price, 2 Metal Energies again. Oh my God. Oh my Lanta. 2 Metal Energies prized again. Whew, my lord. All right, so let's see what Ian has here. It looks like we have an Arceus V. Okay, so Ian has a way better start than last game. Has, the Arceus V, has Duraludon. We are cooking. As long as Ian has an energy, we're throwing a turn to attack. And we're looking good. I still think it's interesting that, like, both decks in the finals are 2 decks that really don't take one-shots. These are, like, you have to think out these decks. You have to think exactly, what do you want to do here? How do you want to do this damage? How do you want to do that damage? All that kind of fun stuff, right? That's very interesting to talk about. Like, how much, but put this here, this damage here, and stuff like that. What, like, different plays, like, is my play that I talked about last game, was that incorrect? That's to say, what was my thinking incorrect? I mean, obviously Cyrus won that game, so, so these decks are so much fun because there's so many, like, intricates, like, in different plays you could do and stuff like that. But anyways, Ian finds the energy, has drawn on me, and oh my goodness, this is actually pretty bad for Ian because they only play 4 metals, and I'm like 99% sure there's 2 metals in the discard pile. So Cyrus has the VIP pass. Turn 1 again. Just gonna search for 2 Pokemon. Let's see. They are looking at Boomerang and maybe an Urshifu. That could be really good. Throwing a turn to attack with Urshifu against Arceus. It's still strong for sure. So that could be something we could see here. Cyrus can look through the deck, see what they have, see what's in price cards, all they're going to say. So, let's see here. What else do we have? We see, okay, those 2. We see an Ultra Ball discarding an Irida and a Water Energy. This could find, Cyrus did like the double Rimraid play, but let's go going for Luminion for the Melanie, okay? What if, just hear me out, Cyrus finds a Rapid Strike Energy and a Tower of Waters. That could get a turn 1 knockout. Tower of Waters will get it for retreat, can retreat to the Urshifu, and Urshifu's second attack does 150 damage, which would take a knockout. They receive the Water Energies. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they got the Rapid Strike Energy! No! My goodness, they missed the Tower of Waters. If they found the Tower of Waters, Cyrus would be cooking. Whew. I don't know if that's like an auto scoop from Ian, but my goodness, that would be a crazy turn 1. Cyrus, they do play, what was it, 3 Tower of Waters? Yeah, 3 Tower of Waters. You can see Ian is like, gotta be thankful for that one there. Look, there it is. And look, Ian knew. They're like, okay, we got so lucky. Like, oh my goodness. I like the camera panned to them. They knew this is a big deal. They knew, hey, this is kind of a big deal here. So you have the Arceus VSTAR. Now, if you're Ian, what you could do is actually boss up that Urshifu VMAX. And the reason why I say this is because Cyrus only plays Escape Rope, not Switch. What this means is there's no way that the Urshifu VMAX can actually knock out the Arceus VSTAR and Arceus, and then that's not good because you get Escape Rope, but all that does is bring the Duraludon to the active spot. That's not good. And we see, oh yeah, here we go. Got the VSTAR power. What are we cooking here? So it didn't go for the boss order. Went for Iono. This will give Cyrus a chance to take a knockout this next turn. Take a knockout next turn on the Cyrus could take a knockout next turn with the Urshifu V. If they found Tower of Water, retreat to the Urshifu V, swing for 300. That is a knockout. But then it gets knocked out by Duraludon VMAX. So in Ian Rob, what they really want to find here is a choice belt. If they find choice belt here with that VSTAR power, they will take a knockout. I think that's why the choice belt's on the screen right now. Because right now, Arceus is doing 180 and plus 30 is 210. So because Arceus VSTAR does 200 minus 20 from the DTE plus choice belt is 210. So they'll knock out the Inteleon V. And a Dark Energy. So this is a big opening for Cyrus. This is very telling here because Ian does not have the energies to swing this Duraludon VMAX, and they find the Metal Energy, so they are cooking next turn. They are good to go. They found the Metal Energy, and this puts Ian Rob in a fantastic position because now Ian, all they have to do now is just swing with Duraludon, and I don't know what Cyrus can really do here. Now, of course, like I said, they could have went for the Tower of Waters play and took a knockout, got down to 4, but then your Pokemon gets immediately knocked out. So yeah, just hit the active for 240. Can't do anything for Duraludon. Ian's turn. You can just swing with the Arceus if you want to. If Ian has boss order to bring up the Inteleon, that's pretty much game there. So Metal to the bench. Does Ian have the boss order? That's a big question. Does Ian have the boss order? If they have boss order, they boss with the Inteleon. That's pretty much game there. Because Cyrus has to manually power it up, but nope. Go to swing with the Arceus VSTAR, do it 100 or 210. Sorry, we know that Cyrus does have a Cheryl in their hand. But you Cheryl, heal the active. You don't have a water energy this turn for your Inteleon V. That's pretty bad. So we do have the Tower of Waters, which gets for your treat. Let's see what happens here. So going to Cheryl, hit all the damage off. Okay. Tower of Waters, retreat to Lemenion. Pass. Okay. Let's see what Ian does here. Does Ian have a boss order? Only a Inteleon V with the water energy. That is the big question. If we see that, got the Lost City. Okay. Nowhere for retreat. Does Ian have this boss order to bring up this Inteleon V? I imagine if they had one, they would have just bossed with the Inteleon V and just gone so far ahead. But Cyrus just not be able to find those Remorates. That's the big deal here. The no Remorates being able to set up their Pokemon is a big, big deal right now. I think that's what's hurting Cyrus a lot right now. Just no Remorates, 2 Octos, no Remorates. It's really unfortunate. But we'll see what Ian decides to do here. Really contemplating their decision right now. What is Ian going to do here? So, yeah, there's no way another Pokemon comes down. We're gonna go for the Umbreon here? Whew, okay, this is pretty interesting for Ian here. So they're gonna swing, actually power up this Umbreon V. And that means next time we could see the VMAX come out and use the ability to bring a Pokemon for the bench to the active. This might be the opening that Cyrus maybe needs here. We'll see for sure. So see the Alakazam come down. But this means Cyrus needs to find both Inteleon and VMAX. If not, that Duraludon could just one-shot one of those Inteleon Vs. We do see one. There is the Octo. So there's a Inteleon VMAX. But no, there's no way to get the Urshifu out of the active spot right now. That's the issue. We can see the Octo to find, the other Inteleon V. But there's no Tower of Water. So there's no way they can treat this Urshifu. And that's really bad. So they can't take a knockout this turn. Which means Ian has another turn of swinging with this Arceus VSTAR. And Cyrus, they've already used, their Cheryl. So they can't heal this. They can't heal it again. We might see some double gunners going on. Could definitely do one. Going to move 20 damage to the Duraludon with Radiant Alakazam. We're going to see 2 double gunners here. Put 20 to 40 and 20 on the other. We're going to I see attachment for turn. No, we're not. To the other Inteleon V. Okay, interesting. And then just pass. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good for Cyrus at all. Because now it really comes down to hey, if I find my Umbreon VMAX later on, I just win. So we're going to swing into Urshifu VMAX. Cyrus, they don't play a second Cheryl. They don't play Palpad. There's no way to get the Cheryl back. So that's it. There's no way. There's no more healing of this Pokemon. And all Ian needs to do later on is just find the Umbreon VMAX. And they will win game number 2, and we'll go into game number 3. So let's see, what does Ian have here? What can they find this turn? Like I said, there's no way they can really win this turn. Looks like a Dark Energy to the Umbreon V. Just kidding. Metal Energy to the Umbreon V. And yeah, we're just going to swing, do a ton of damage. Just going to shuffle up, no need to find any energies. On this Cyrus turn, does find a Water Energy, so they can swing with this, with the VMAX this turn. But like I said, all Ian has to do is find an Umbreon, and we're cooking. So we're gonna Cyrus. They're gonna use Iono. Put Ian at 2 cards. Woo! Cyrus. It doesn't look like they have Tower. They do have Tower of Waters, so they can retreat this turn. Ultra Ball discards a Remoraid and a Nest Ball. I'm not sure what you really grab here is the unfortunate part. You can never use Yoga Loop. There's no way you're ever going to Yoga Loop because Ian, if they take a knockout, they're taking a knockout on this Urshifu VMAX with 1 million damage on it, right? That's the big deal here. We see Ultra Ball for Yoga Loop, Echoing Horn with the Rapid Strike Search. We'll see a knockout this turn for sure. No Pokemon in Ian Rob's discard pile. But, it's as long as Ian Rob finds his Umbreon VMAX, it is not looking good for Cyrus. Got the Tower of Waters. Going to use Radiant Alakazam's ability. We'll see the retreat into the Inteleon VMAX. And Cyrus, even if they take a knockout, right? Ian Rob's just going to punch that Inteleon in the face. So that's not good either. We see Retrieval. Going to get 2 more Water Energies back. We'll see double Gunner for 40 on each. Cyrus, they're trying the best right now. They are trying to make a comeback this game. And we will see the swing here for the knockout. Going down to 4 price cards. And what does Ian have? Do they have... And they just had the boss order into game 3. We go. There we go. Iona into boss orders. Now, Ian does play 3 boss orders. So that's, not very unlikely. I don't know if they top deck already had in hand. We're cooking. On to game number 3. And, that game really did showcase how good this Duraludon and how threatening this Duraludon did. Now, Cyrus did miss the turn of attacking. I don't know how big of a deal that is. But, once that Duraludon VMAX came down, Like, that was a game changer. That, like, knockout with the choice belt and everything else like that was cooking. And we're going to game number 3. This is what you want to see at NAIC. You want to see, best 2 out of 3. You want to see all 3 games being played. You can see everybody's so excited in the crowds. Maybe not some people. Some people look like they might be sleeping. Guys, wake up, get off your cell phones. Let's go. This is the finals of NAIC 2023. We're going to see what happens. Duraludon VMAX versus Inteleon VMAX. 2 decks. I didn't think we'd ever see the finals, like I said before. But we're going to see what's going to happen. Both players are shuffling up. I guess I could fast forward some. Let's see here. Let's fast forward some. Let's see. Both shuffling still. All right, looks like we're drawing cards. Move mouse real quick. There we go. All right, let's see what happens here. Alrighty, both prize cards are setting up. Okay, so Ian did prize an escape rope, which is pretty important. They only paid 2 switch outs, one of them being prized. And here we go, guys. On to game number 3. Let's see what happens. And okay, we got the prize cards. Oh no. I think we missed a turn already. Cyrus already did stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We missed so much. Oh my goodness. Oh no goodness. And Cyrus wins. Okay, we have to rewind it just a little bit. Man, the camera shot on this one. That is insane. Okay. So let's pause it right here. Let's talk about this turn. Oh my goodness. The camera shot just messed everything up. You had no idea what happened. Cyrus just wins, and you're like, what just happened? Let's try to replay this and see what exactly can we talk about, right? All right, so we see Cyrus' board state. We see Cyrus went first, started Boomerang. I imagine they top decked the Urshifu, right? Imagine that's what happened here. Because you definitely want, I think you want Urshifu in the active spot. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, you want Urshifu in the active spot so you can attack next turn with the V if needed. So, our Cyrus goes. Looks like Remorated top decks to Urshifu, puts down the Urshifu, puts down a Rapid Strike Energy, and passes over to Ian. They do not have VIP paths. They don't have really anything in their hand. But they do have Octillery, which is a big deal here. Now, on to Ian, Rob's turn. And it looks like Ian started Arceus V, started a double turbo, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, it looks like what Ian and Rob, all they did was start Arceus V, attach a DTE, and it looks like from the discard pile that we can see right here that they used a research. So their research, discard the hand, drawn 7 new cards, did not find any else to find any basic Pokemon. That is insane. Oh my goodness, no basic Pokemon. That is crazy. And then what happens is we see a Trinity Charge from their deck, finding a Dark Energy, and on to Cyrus' turn. This is what we see. Oh, actually, did they top deck the Octo? No, so they already had Octo in hand. So Ian Rob Trinity Charges. Cyrus draws a card. It is a Houston Heavy Ball. They're going to put down the Octillery, use Rapid Strike Search to find themselves the Tower of Waters, attach the Water Energy, they get a treat, and Cyrus will become our NAIC champion 2023. It does 150 damage, which takes a knockout, does 300 to this Arceus V. A donk in the finals of NAIC, where Pokemon have over 200 plus HP, and that is so crazy to see. And Cyrus will win. Oh my goodness. That camera showing the price cards was so unfortunate. It stuck there so long, but congratulations to Cyrus. Whew, that is insane. That is so exciting to see. Cyrus wins with Inteleon VMAX, Urshifu VMAX. Oh my goodness. Wow, I was so happy to see Cyrus in the finals. Even the night before I told him, hey, good luck. You got this, cheered him on. Oh my gosh, cheered them on, and there they are. They won. Whew! Unfortunately, Ian and Rob did draw 2 games. Both these players, they've known each other for a very long time. We see some friends hugging it out. Whew, that is so cool to see. Cyrus taking it down. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That, you know, love to see it. You know, like I said, hate to see Ian Rob double dead draw, but it is Pokemon. And there we go. Congratulations to Cyrus once again. That's insane to see. Yeah, that's so insane. So yeah, guys, there we go. There's finals of NAIC. Can work at the end, kind of messed it up there, but it is what it is. That's exciting. Congratulations once again to Cyrus. I couldn't be happier. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And this just shows, like, hey, play what decks you want to play. Because, once again, if you told somebody that you were going to play these two decks in the finals, they'd be like, hey, don't play those decks. They're not very good. But Cyrus proven, hey, you can play anything and you can potentially win NAIC. So, guys, thanks once again for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Expanded Thursday, maybe. Alrighty. Bye.